Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is SK CryptoK.
And today I want to talk a little bit about how to actually freeze your TRX. So anytime you do a transaction on the Tron Network, you can actually have the fees hit your energy amount before it ever touches your TRX. That way, whatever action you're performing on sites such as Bankroll Flow, you're not actually losing any money because it's all being handled by your energy costs. Okay, so in this wallet, lately I've noticed anytime I perform actions on Bankroll Flow, whether I'm rolling or claiming, with recent rises in transaction fees and energy costs, I want everything to hit my energy before it ever touches my TRX. And one site that I'll leave in the description that's a good calculator of sorts is tronstation.io/calculator. I've noticed that whenever I check my transaction fees, everything lately seems to be about 100,000 energy or less. I'm gonna go ahead and freeze enough to handle 150,000 energy. So just to run through the calculation, if you notice every time you're rolling or claiming on Bankroll Flow and you notice that your TRX wallet is declining by, let's say, 15 TRX, that's roughly equivalent to 107,142 energy. So how much would you need to freeze to cover your cost on that? So if I copy that amount, paste it up here, that's roughly 3,196 TRX that you would need to freeze in order to cover 107,000 worth of energy hit. In my case, I'm just going to be safe. I want to cover 150,000 energy, which is roughly going to be 4,474 TRX, but I'm just going to go ahead and do 4,500. So if I go to CoinGecko, I can see that 4,500 is roughly about $248 at current TRX prices that I would want to freeze per wallet that I do not want to have the transaction fee hit. But that's a little bit of the back end. If you just want to see how to actually perform the function, you're gonna click on the wallet, you're gonna go over to energy, click that, and you can go to freeze and unfreeze. You could either click confirm or just wait it out. So this immediately puts you into the resources tab on the left side, which is where you want to be. We're going to be focused on this obtain section right here, as opposed to renting a large amount of energy for a small fee. But in order to keep everything free, we're going to obtain. When this dialog box pops up, you have two options on this drop down right here. Click it. You could either freeze your TRX to obtain bandwidth or freeze it to obtain energy. We're going to go with the bottom option. Remember, besides energy right here, you do have bandwidth, which you get 5,000 a day by default. I haven't found a situation where I actually need to have more bandwidth, so we're not going to worry about that right now. We're just focused on the energy. Here on the energy, we're good. The amount we want to freeze, if you remember, is 4500, and you can read right here, it says estimated gain. We're going to freeze 4,500 TRX, and we're going to obtain 150,869 energy. And it's going to go to this wallet. Let me just double check that that is the address I wanted to, TAWX. Yep, that is confirmed. So I'm going to confirm. Just remember, whenever you do freeze TRX, it will be frozen for at least 72 hours. So you cannot change this. If you change your mind within the 72-hour window and you want to sell your TRX or use it for another function, you cannot. However, after 72 hours, you can unfreeze it and do whatever you'd like with it, or you can just let it remain frozen indefinitely. Now I'm going to hit freeze. I'm going to request the signature. I'm going to accept. Hit OK. And then I will check my Tron wallet. When the transaction goes through, you can click your TRX, and there you can already see it. So right now it shows my frozen balance of 4,500 and my available balance of 4,300. This is the amount that I can actually still perform actions with. I can sell this, I can deposit this, I can send it on. This, however, will remain untouched for at least 72 hours. In my case, I'm going to leave this here pretty much forever, if not add on to it later. You'll also see now back on the page that the transaction went through. For your record's sake, you can see how much energy you got here versus the amount you had frozen. Now when you check your wallet, you'll see that the energy amount went up. So you'll see that is 150,875 energy. So if you were to perform any kind of an action such as a roll, and let's say it costs you 75,000 energy, you will see your bar deplete halfway, which means I could then maybe roll a second time later that day to deplete the rest. If you have a transaction that costs more than the remaining amount of energy you have, the remaining balance will come out of your available TRX, depending on the amount of energy that still needs to be burned. Also, when it comes to your energy, this will refill over a 24-hour period. So the moment you do a transaction, if you come back to it an hour later, you'll see this little bar will go up just a tad. And at the end of a 24-hour cycle, it will be completely full once again. So that is what you want to have as a buffer for any transaction that you do on any Tron network, because it will hit your energy first always before ever touching your TRX. So you always want to make sure that you froze enough TRX to get enough energy. That way your available TRX is never depleted. Now, if you wanted to talk about renting energy, I can go through a quick example on that. You can just click the same energy tab right here. Instead of going to freeze unfreeze, this time you're going to go to borrow energy. And here we are. So this is the wallet address that I would want to spend a little bit of TRX to get a high amount of energy. So if you remember in the earlier example, roughly wanting to freeze about 4,500 TRX to get 150,000 worth of energy. So over here in the rental, in this wallet here, I don't have 4,500 TRX to actually freeze. I'm gonna rent to obtain the equivalent amount of energy. But what I'll do is, down here, the rental amount, I want the equivalent of 4,500 TRX in energy cost. And you can set your rental duration. So if I set this to 10 days, I would essentially pay only 109 TRX. But if you pay attention right here, this is the equivalent energy I'm going to obtain. 150,872 energy. 109 TRX of me paying that for a total of 10 days is quite doable given my situation right here. If I wanted to take this all the way up to, let's say, 30 days, I would end up only paying 329 TRX, which 329 TRX, let's just find out what that equivalent price is. 329 TRX is equal to roughly $18 USD over a 30-day period. I'm gonna go ahead and just change it down to 3 days, and that is essentially all you would need to do. Once you hit pay, it would bring up the contract, you would accept it, and you will see that amount of energy into your account. I don't need to do it right now, but that is the process you would go through. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe. I do appreciate your time. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below and I'll get to you. But until next time, folks, please stay safe out there, stay blessed, and I'll catch you on the next video.
Yo, appreciate your time, hope you like this rhyme. My name's SK CryptoK, welcome to my club. Maybe by the end, earn some dividends, so in advance, I'ma thank you right now for the sub. Hey, yo.